All right, welcome to the Gloom, round 5. You might ask yourself, how am I going to fit all this stuff in here? And the truth is, I don't even know. So what I'm going to do is get rid of this. You can see these guys are all like one space from going in. So any move he does is going to be like 1, and that's the first move in there. So I'm going to take him out, and take him out, because we know they're all within 1 of the room that they're going in. And then I'm going to take this off. Now, let's put that down. And we'll put this one there. And kind of go from here. Let's see. I still need space. All right, so Rat Damon's first. He's first to go. He drew he's going with a number 11, and the first thing he was going to do was 9 Horde, which is a move 4. And so he was going to enter his room. So let me get his room here. There it is. And we can kind of see what he has. So he's got an elite scout, an elite ooze, and another shaman. And the treasure chest is right behind the shaman. So that's where he goes. The door was right here. And so he was going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, right behind the rock. And then the next thing he was going to do was Emphatic Assault, which is an attack 4. It's a range 5, disarm, 2 EXP. It's a lost card. And then he drew a +1. So that is a 6 damage attacks. Remember, he still has his mind's weakness, so that adds another 1 because it's a ranged. So instead of 3, it's a 1. So it's a 6 hit point attack on this guy who has only 5 hit points. So he has dead and gone. So he showed up just to die. So he's gone. Coin is there. Number 2 is the shaman, because once they show up, that's when you start drawing the cards. And so the shaman drew an 8, so he gets to go. And what was he gonna do? He's just gonna move 2. So 1, 2, kind of work his way down the road to get to Rat Damon. Should I go ahead? I think I should go ahead and do his move too. That way I can move it off the board. The ooze, he drew a let me get the ooze card. He drew a 66, move -1, loot 1, heal 2. Well, he has no damage. There's nothing to loot. And he drew a -1. He only has a movement of 1. So this elite ooze is just going to sit there and do nothing. So that's all for his turn. Okay. So I think we got all that covered. Now I can move Rat Damon out of there and put him, I don't know, over here somewhere. All right, number 3 is Ivanta, and she was going to activate her singled out +2 attack if there's no if the enemy's not near its allies. So she was going to activate that, and then was going to do Smoke Bomb, which doubles the attack on the next attack, but turns her invisible right now. So both these are X cards, so she's going to lose both of them. but this lasts 4 rounds, and then this is activated on the next attack. And so that's all she does. She just sits there and that's it. Activates a bunch of stuff. But she is invisible. So we'll slide her down. Remember, this guy is right outside the door waiting to go in. I can go ahead and cover these guys. So these guys drew a move -1 and an attack +1. Well, the problem is their movement is 1. So a -1 with a movement of 1 is 0. So they don't do anything. They're just going to sit there and do nothing. And the Spirit Drakes, those two guys, drew a move +0, attack 0. But she's invisible, so they're just going to sit there and do nothing. So she turned invisible and they did nothing. I mean, good thing she turned invisible, otherwise they would have all went in to attack her. So it saved her from any kind of an attack there. All right, next we have Adonis, who's over here. And Adonis was going to do where's his cards? He was going to do Restorative Mist, which is a move 2, heal 1. He's not going to really move anywhere because he's got a guy right next to him, but he does heal 1 hit point, which brings him to 4. Then he was going to use his Flamethrower, does lose the card. It's an attack 3 and wound 2 EXP. And he drew a 0. There it is. So this guy takes 4 damage, this elite scout. And so if you remember, he took 2 damage from the poison trap a second ago, the last round. So he's dead because of the poison and then now that attack. So he's gone and out of the way. So that's good for him. Now we have to do this guy here. And what is he? He is Scout 3. And Scout 3, what does he do? So he drew, where's his scouts? There he is. Move -2, attack, no additional attack, but a range 3 and a poison. So he gets to move 1. And then that puts him within range of Adonis. And he drew a -1. So he drew a -1. There it is. So he attacks Adonis for 1 hit point of damage. So instead of 4 hit points, he's back down to 3. But he is poisoned. So next round, if he gets hit, it's going to add another hit point of attack or another hit point of damage. So if he gets hit with a 2 attack, it's now a 3 attack on the next round. So that's what he does. And then if you remember, the oozes didn't have their movement, so they don't do anything again. So the oozes are not been very strong. They've just been kind of sitting there drawing bad luck, not able to do much. All right, so now finally we have Adonis. And let me get this. So I have to kind of hold it so I don't damage it or shake everything around, you know what I mean? So there's Adonis's, or not Adonis, Big Ben's room. And so the first thing he was going to do was he was going to use his move 6 skewer X card 1 EXP. So that is gone. And his door was right here. So he's going to kind of come in and go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And kind of dance around. And the reason why he's doing that is so that he can do his next card. which is balance measure, and it's an attack X. So however many spots you moved, and he moved 6, he gets an EXP. And so he's gonna attack 6 on that guy. And he drew a 0. What did he draw? 0? Yeah, he did. 0. So it's an attack 6 on that guy. He only has 5 hit points, so he is dead. And we'll give him his coin. There we go. Now, the shaman gets to go. And so he was going to move and attack. So he gets to move 1, 2, and attack Big Ben. And so Big Ben takes, what does he take? He attacks Big Ben for 1 damage. So they don't hit very hard. He attacks him for 1 damage. But he drew a -1, so he attacks him for 0 damage. So he doesn't take any damage. But he does have disarm. So Big Ben is now disarmed. And that means the next turn he won't be able to attack. So that sucks for him. This guy gets to move number 8. He only gets to move 1, so he's going to move 1 step closer. And then last we have that dragon there. And the dragon's going to move 3. So 1, 2, 3. And attack. And he's going to attack 3. And he drew a 0. So he attacks 3. Big Ben takes 3 damage. And yeah. You know, there's no reason for Big Ben to be here, so I'm going to put him here, because he could have easily just gone here anyway. I mean, he's still going to disarm him. He's still within range, but he's not within range because there's a rock. So we're not going to say he takes damage because there's a rock there. Because there's no reason for him to go here except get in range, but... So we'll go there. So no damage for him. He just moves his 3 and gets closer. So we'll go ahead and leave it at that. And so see, he still has 7 hit points, but disarmed for the next round. And that's it. That's all for round 5. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to showcase this next round. I'm going to have to do more of the same of lifting and moving these things around to get it all to fit. But you can see everybody's got their treasure chest within view. And there's Adonis's. And I'm not even going to bring Rat Damon's back, but there you have it. Yeah, if you're wondering what an elite ooze has, there it is. Shield 1, 11 hit points, 1 movement, 3 hit, 3 range. So they hit pretty strong. They just don't move very fast. And they have 11 and a shield. Lucky for everyone else, only Rat Damon has to deal with that guy. So there you have it. All right, so we'll set up for round 6 and go from there.